I think it's helpful to take a step back and just look at what the consumer is doing. So if you think about how they want to shop and buy and the types of apps they want to use, they're moving from many apps on your phone, many apps that do single things, to single apps that do more things, right? So if we think about the retail media landscape, we also have to think about what are the consumers doing? Are they using all these grocery and retail apps on their phone? Are they using them consistently and with frequency, right? And how is that going to change over time? In Uber's business, we have about $160 billion market cap. That's the sum of the next 10 players in the market. So Instacart, DoorDash, Lyft, Zomato, the list goes on, Rappi. So you have these kind of point players, and then you see the future of our business, and you see where consumer behavior is shifting to. And that's the trend we need to keep in the back of our minds, right, as we look at the future of the business. So there's a fragmentation of retail media networks, right? It's a battleground in the USNC. They exist all over the world. But are all of these players going to be here in the next 12 to 18 months? Unclear, right? So then we need to look at what is the value driver for the consumers day in and day out in their life. What kind of data sets do these people have? What is their global footprint? And how are they going to compete in an increasingly competitive environment?
So it sounds like fragmentation is one of the issues, but what else is holding back progress?
Standard of measurement, again, features and formats, the list goes on. Obviously, we've had a lot of efforts from the IAB, the MRC people to standardize the way that we think about measurement, and then just general incrementality for the CPGs themselves. Is this a sale that's net new? Could I have gotten it in my brick and mortar? Did I get it? Did I truly get this incremental sale online on your channel versus another? And I think that again goes back to the audience. Are you driving a different and differentiated audience versus what you would be driving in their brick and mortar? And that's where we're going to start to see change in value. But between the metrics, the measurement, the fragmentation, and the desire to also have things in walled gardens, there's a lot of confusion and competitiveness in the market right now.
So how does Uber Ads create relevant experiences?
We like to say that we help you go anywhere and get anything. And if you think about how you use Uber in your daily life, that's, day over day, week over week, ordering restaurants, ordering grocery, ordering convenience, taking your, in my case, taking your children to a concert, to the park, seeing friends, coming back from the office. So first of all, how are we creating relevance in people's daily lives? What moments are we showing up in? And then how are we injecting advertising into that experience? So we have branded formats on the Rider app. We have a whole suite of performance-based units on the Eats app. But our value is really about making the experience frictionless and bringing consumer value into the places and spaces where Uber shows up in your life.
So how does first-party data really enhance the customer experience?
So we have about 2 billion transactions quarterly, and that's probably up since our last earnings, but think of those as actual data signals globally that we can use to help the CPGs or other companies that want to advertise on our platform. So that means, again, we know where you're going, we know what you're getting. We're the world's largest digital wallet in terms of transactions globally, right? Across Eats, rides, restaurants, and mobility. And all of that translates into this flywheel of data. There's location data for great for brick and mortars, great for CPGs offline, things like that. And a lot of segmentation we can do online based with all of the purchase-based signals in 73 countries where we are worldwide. So first-party data is one of our main value drivers for advertisers, and the personalization and kind of customization that comes along with the sets is something that's industry leading for sure.
What are you excited about in the year ahead?
So much to be excited about. From our team perspective, we're growing rapidly. Our formats are growing rapidly. Globally, we're expanding. We have major, acceleration with our performance products on the grocery and retail side. So you'll continue to see a lot of interest from CPGs tapping into our search products, the baseline products with this net new younger set. So really excited about the product development that we're seeing, as well as just the expansion and the interest that we're getting from the marketplace. No shortage of enthusiasm from our customers, CPGs, and excited to expand with new partners this year.